All right, I'll show you how to do a couple of these problems real quick. Let's minimize me here. Okay, the first thing is the constant function rule. If you look right here, you see that little apostrophe. That means you're doing a derivative. So anytime you have a constant, which basically just means a number, the derivative of that constant is going to be 0. So like, for example, number 1, f of x equals 4. So find the derivative. So let's, oops, hold on one second. Let's write it. So f prime x equals 0. All right. Same thing with number 2. If it's just a regular number, f prime of x equals 0. Anytime there's a constant, that's what you do. Now for this next one, so this is not a constant, this is a variable with an exponent. So now we're going to look at this power rule. For any real number n, f of x equals x to the power of n, f prime, the derivative of x, is nx to the power of n minus 1. So kind of here's what I like to think of, and let me see if I can zoom in on this. You take this n, you put it in front, and then you subtract 1 from the top. I don't know if that makes sense, but let me show you in an example down here. So f of x equals x to the power of 10. So f prime x equals, so that power of 10, you're going to bring it down in front of the x, so it's going to be 10x. And then you just take 1 away from that power. So instead of 10, 10 minus 1 is 9. All right. And then same idea. Even with number 5, even if it's negative, I think you still do it the same way. The negative 4 is going to come out front. And when you subtract 1, you're going to get to the power of negative 5. So what about like number 8? So the 5 is going to come down with that 7. And it's not going to add, it's going to multiply. So it's going to be 7 times 5, so 35x. And then 5 minus 1 is 4. So that's the power rule. Then there's these multiplication rules. Yeah. And then the sum and difference. They're separated. So hopefully that can give you a good start.